Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go on the ground. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. 319. 319.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. Three down. Check 3. No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll make it third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big third down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. Able to slither by. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone! Detroit!
And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch him now, Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be